Thanks for tuning in to hear me tell you about some wines and to talk about sports. And today is a bonus. We're actually going to talk about food, and I'm going to have a video about food. So you can come back and see the video for the food. So first, let's start with the sports. I wanted to make this video before the Game 7 between the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I just could not get it together to get everything I needed to know in time. Mainly, I didn't know what food item I was going to be having. So now it's happening after the fact. But that's fine because we're looking forward now to the Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals. Unfortunately, my team, the Golden State Warriors, did not get past the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they will not be moving on to the Western Conference finals. So the Western Conference finals will now feature the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm really excited for the Oklahoma City Thunder to beat the Timberwolves. I mean, they have to, or else I'm going to feel terrible. You know, I mean, I guess maybe I could think that Minnesota is a team of destiny, and that's why my home team did not win. In the East Coast, we're gonna now be seeing the New York Knicks playing the Indiana Pacers. Now, the Pacers have basically been kicking butt and taking names all season, and nobody was really paying attention to them because they're in Indiana. All right. So the fact that they have been sitting at home for the last few days waiting to find out who they're going to play is just crazy to me. And also, I don't think anybody thought that the Knicks would be able to get past the Celtics. I mean, the Celtics have been mid all season, so I was not really surprised when they won, but I really didn't think that the Knicks could win. So now we have a very interesting conference final, Eastern Conference final of the Knicks versus the Pacers. I think the Pacers are going to win. I think it'll probably take 6 games for them to do it, but they're going to win. And I'm saying it now. I feel like the championship game is going to be OKC versus the Pacers, which will be super exciting because you got 2 really young teams who now have worked through the kind of I haven't been here before, we don't know what to do-ness in the earlier series. So that's happening. I'm excited for it. Now, let's get into the wine. So today's wine, I have a wine that is from France, but it's not champagne, but it does have bubbles. And as you know, only champagne can come from Champagne, but many regions throughout the country of France make sparkling wine. And today's sparkling wine is from the Southern Rhone Valley. Full disclosure, as you know, I love wines from the Rhone Valley. And I was honestly trying to not pull a wine from the Rhone Valley. I did not know this wine was from the Rhone Valley when I bought it. I got it at a grocery store that was going out of business, and I just bought it at 50% off because I just thought, why not? Let me just buy some random stuff and see how it turns out. Well, it turned out that this wine is pretty good. Although there was one thing that was kind of weird about it. This particular bottle of wine came with a crown top. I looked online and I could not understand why it had a crown top. I thought maybe it was Pet Nat, which means Pétillant Naturel, which is a type of natural wine. And those often have crown tops, but this is not that at all. It is a standard Method Champenoise bottle of sparkling wine. So I don't know. If you know, let me know. All right. So the brand is La Ferme, and in French, that means the old farm, and that's why there are some farm animals on here. Okay, if you look at it in the glass, you'll see it has a beautiful gold color, and if you hold this on the edge next to a white paper underneath, you'll see that it has a straw-colored edge. And there's also, it's a little bit trickier to see because I'm moving the glass around, there's a really fine bubble or mousse coming up from the bottom. All right, when we smell it, it smells like yeast, which is standard for wines that are produced in the traditional method because yeast is added for that second fermentation inside the bottle. It also smells like lemons and straw. All right, when we're tasting it, right away I'm being hit with citrus zest, and then that's followed by green apple, and there was a little bit of minerality here. And this also has a little bit of a long finish that when you first put it in, you're not noticing it, but then it kind of just pushes you through to the end. Not terrible, like super enjoyable. Now, as I said, the thing that's really nice about sparkling wines is that they go with anything. And today I will be barbecuing some chicken as well as making a hamburger because I also have some ground beef in the fridge and I'm lighting the grill. So obviously I'm just going to cook everything that I possibly can. Overall, I would say that this wine is super enjoyable. I looked online And I saw that this wine goes for about $20, and it's a great choice if you were like, I would just like some bubbles on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. I'm not doing anything fancy. I just want something to reward myself for getting through the hard day of work. So I think you should get it. It's super enjoyable. Let me show you the bottle one more time. There you are right here. And I say to you, cheers, and come back to see my food video.